So, crypto investing. Wow, 2023 was quite the year, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Exploded is the right word.
We saw Bitcoin, shoot up over 400%?
Yeah, easily. And Ethereum climbed like more than 300%.
And then you had some of the smaller coins just going absolutely wild.
Right.
Thousands of percent returns.
Right. And that kind of potential, well, it's incredibly tempting. Drew a lot of new people in.
Super tempting. But, there's always the flip side, isn't there? And it's a really important one.
There always is.
With that huge surge in popularity, you get this massive increase in the threat, the risk of losing everything you've put in.
That's the critical reality. And it's something, newcomers especially, they often don't really grasp it until it's way too late.
Right.
Because unlike your normal bank where you've got, say, the FDIC in the U.S. insuring deposits up to a certain point.
Yeah, a safety net.
Exactly. If the bank goes under, you're generally covered. Crypto just doesn't have that.
No central authority, no government insurance backing it up.
None. So if the exchange you're using gets hacked or just goes bankrupt,
which we've seen happen.
We certainly have. Or even if your own personal wallet gets compromised, poof, you could lose a whole lot.
And getting it back, forget about it.
Pretty much impossible in most cases. Those blockchain transactions, they're designed to be irreversible. That's kind of the point, but it cuts both ways.
Exactly. So while everyone's looking at those, potentially huge returns.
Chasing the gains.
Yeah, the smart money. The people who've maybe been around a bit longer or who've really dug into the kind of sources we looked at, they're focused just as much, maybe more on security.
They have to be. They understand that the biggest risk isn't always just the price going up and down.
The volatility, yeah.
Right. It's the operational risk. It's worrying about hackers, these really sophisticated scammers.
They're getting clever.
Incredibly clever. And just basic stuff like keeping your activity private, limiting how exposed you are if something goes wrong.
So it's not just what crypto you buy or when. It's really about how you keep it safe once it's yours.
It absolutely has to be a multi-pronged approach. That came through really clearly in the expert sources. Security isn't just one thing in crypto.
It's layers.
Layers, exactly. A layered defense. You've got to think about the security of the exchanges you use, strong passwords, two-factor authentication, all that.
Standard stuff, but crucial.
Absolutely. And you need to be super vigilant about scams, phishing emails, fake websites, dodgy software.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere. And then maybe the most crucial piece for long-term holding is how you actually store your crypto when it's not on an exchange.
Taking control yourself. Self-custody.
That's the term, self-custody.
And that part, the self-custody is securing your own storage.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're going deep on today.
Good. It's fun.
We're going to unpack the main tool for this, the thing all the experts rely on, the crypto wallet.
Yeah.
We'll look at the different kinds, hot wallets, cold wallets, what the security trade-offs are based on how they're designed.
And how people in the know actually use them to keep their holdings safe, drawing on what the sources tell us.
Exactly. The goal here is really to give you, listening, the knowledge to understand what it actually means to be your own bank in this digital world.
Which is a powerful idea.
Powerful, but also demands responsibility. And we want to show you how to do it securely based on those expert practices.
That phrase, be your own bank, it really captures both the promise and, the challenge of decentralized finance, doesn't it?
It really does.
You get this amazing control, this freedom over your own assets. No one can block your transactions, no intermediaries.
Permissionless.
Right. But it also means you, and only you, are responsible for keeping it safe.
There's no bank hotline to call if you mess up.
No fraud department, no password reset if you lose your keys. It's all on you.
A big shift.
Huge. And the main tool you use to manage that responsibility, to interact with your funds on the blockchain, that's your wallet.
Okay, so let's get into it. What is a crypto wallet, really? Because, like you hinted, it's not like my leather wallet with cash in it.
Not at all. That's a really common misconception, actually.
Right. It doesn't actually hold the coins.
Exactly. It doesn't contain your crypto. Think of a crypto wallet as more like an interface. It's software, or maybe a physical device.
Or both sometimes.
Or sometimes a combination, yeah. And its job is to interact with the blockchain network for you.
Okay.
Its main function isn't holding the crypto itself, but securely storing and managing your private key.
The secret code.
That's a good way to put it. It's this cryptographic secret, this digital signature, that proves you own the crypto associated with a specific address on that blockchain.
Got it.
The wallet uses that private key to authorize transactions. So when you want to send crypto or interact with a smart contract, the wallet signs the request with your private key to prove it's really you.
So the crypto itself, the actual coins or tokens, they never leave the blockchain.
Correct. The blockchain is the ledger, the record of who owns what. That's where the value resides.
And the wallet just holds the key to that part of the ledger.
Precisely. When you send crypto, you're not moving digital files around. You're basically instructing the network using your private key signature to update the ledger.
To say, okay, this amount now belongs to this other address.
Exactly. The wallet is your interface to do that. It points to your funds on the ledger and lets you prove ownership or transfer it.
And when you set up a wallet, it gives you keys.
Typically, yes. It generates a pair of keys that are linked cryptographically, a public key and a private key.
Okay.
The public key. You can think of that like your bank account number or your email address. It's derived from your private key, and you can share it freely.
That's how people send crypto to me.
Right. Sharing your public key is safe. People can only send funds to that address.
But the private key, that's the crucial one, the secret sauce.
Absolutely. That's the one you guard with your life, digitally speaking. Never, ever share it.
Why is it so critical?
Because the private key is like the password to your bank account combined with your signature all rolled into one. It gives you access, but more importantly, it lets you sign outgoing transactions.
So anyone who gets it.
Anyone who gets your private key has full, complete, irreversible control over your funds associated with that key. They can send it anywhere, instantly, as if they were you.
And because transactions are irreversible?
There's no getting it back. Zero recourse, usually. That's why protecting your private key, keeping it secret, keeping it safe,
Right.
It's the absolute #1 job for anyone holding crypto.
The foundation of self-custody security.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Yeah.
Bedrock.
Now, these private keys, they don't always look like just a long string of random letters and numbers, do they? I've seen those lists of words.
Ah, yes. The seed phrase.
That's it. Usually 12 or 24 words.
Typically 12 or 24, sometimes other links like 20. It's often called a recovery phrase, seed phrase, or mnemonic phrase.
And what is that exactly?
It's basically a more user-friendly way to represent the master private key, or the sort of raw randomness from which all your keys and addresses in that wallet are derived.
So it's like a master key backup.
Precisely. It's incredibly powerful. That single phrase can regenerate everything your master key, and from that, all the individual private keys and public addresses your wallet manages.
That sounds really useful for backup.
Hugely useful. That's one of its main purposes. Recovery and portability. If your phone breaks, or your computer dies, or your hardware wallet gets lost,
You can get your funds back.
yes, you can take that seed phrase, enter it into a new compatible wallet, could be software, could be another hardware device, and boom, your wallet is restored, giving you access to your funds on the blockchain again.
Okay, so it's the ultimate backup plan.
It is, but, and this is a huge but.
It's also the ultimate vulnerability.
Exactly. Think about it. If anyone else gets their hands on your seed phrase
They can restore my wallet on their device.
instantly, they gain full, unrestricted access to everything. Doesn't matter where they are in the world, they just import the phrase, and it's like, they are you. They can sign transactions, drain your accounts in seconds.
Wow. So that phrase is maybe even more important to protect than the actual device I'm using.
Absolutely. Arguably, yes, because the device can be replaced. The seed phrase is the master key to everything forever. Lose the device, use the seed, lose the seed.
You lose the crypto. Potentially forever.
Potentially forever, irretrievable.
Okay, that really drives home the importance. Seed phrase is critical. So with that understanding, wallets hold keys, point to the blockchain. Seed phrase is paramount. Let's talk about the main types, hot wallets and cold wallets.
Right, the two main categories.
And the core difference comes down to internet connection.
That's the absolute fundamental distinction. Is the wallet connected to the internet when it's being used,
Yeah.
especially when the private key needs to do something, or is it kept offline?
So hot means online, cold means offline.
Essentially, yes. A hot wallet is generally software on a device that's online, or needs to be online to function fully. A cold wallet is designed to keep the private key offline, isolated from the internet, particularly during signing.
And this online versus offline thing, that's the main factor for security.
It's the primary factor, yeah.
Yeah.
It creates this fundamental trade-off, convenience versus security.
Okay, let's start with hot wallets then. What do they typically look like, and why are they hot?
Hot wallets are almost always software-based. They live on devices that are usually connected to the internet.
Like my phone or computer.
Exactly. An app on your smartphone, a program on your desktop, or even a browser extension that works within Chrome or Firefox.
Gotcha.
They're hot because they're connected or frequently connected to the internet. They need that connection to talk to the blockchain network, check your balance, look up transactions, send new ones out.
Right. So the big plus seems obvious.
Yeah.
Convenience. Easy access.
Absolutely. That's their main selling point. Quick, easy access to your funds pretty much anytime, anywhere, as long as you've got internet.
Makes them good for trading. Or
Yeah.
spending.
Ideal for frequent trading, yeah. Or making online payments with crypto, interacting with DeFi apps, or just generally if you're transacting regularly.
And they're often free.
Many are, yes, free to download and use, which makes them really accessible for people just starting out. They usually have nice, user-friendly interfaces too, kind of like your online banking app.
What are some common examples?
Oh, lots. For mobile, you've got things like Exodus, Koinomi, maybe the non-custodial Coinbase wallet distinct from the main exchange account.
Okay.
Desktop versions too, like Electrum for Bitcoin or Exodus again. And then browser extensions are huge.
Yep.
MetaMask is probably the best known for Ethereum and related chains. Phantom for Solana.
Right. Those are essential for DeFi and NFTs.
Exactly. Even browsers like Brave have built-in wallets now, all hot wallets.
Okay. That convenience is definitely appealing for everyday stuff. But being online all the time, that sounds inherently risky from a security perspective.
It absolutely is. That's the trade-off. That constant or frequent online connection is the core vulnerability.
How so?
Because they're online, they're just way more exposed to online threats compared to something kept offline.
Like hacking, malware.
All of the above. Direct hacking of the wallet software itself can happen, though it's less common for the big, reputable ones. More often, the risk comes from malware on your device.
Ah, so if my computer gets a virus.
Right. If your computer or phone is infected, maybe you clicked a bad link, downloaded something sketchy.
It happens.
It does. That malware could be a keylogger, recording everything you type.
Right.
Passwords, maybe even parts of your seed phrase if you foolishly type it somewhere.
Which you should never do.
Never. Or screen scrapers taking pictures of your wallet screen. And there's this really nasty one called clipboard malware.
How does that work?
It watches your clipboard. When you copy a crypto address you want to send funds to,
Yeah.
the malware instantly swaps it with the attacker's address in your clipboard before you paste it.
Oh, wow.
So if you don't meticulously double-check the address after pasting it and before hitting send, you just sent your crypto straight to the thief.
Nasty. And because the hot wallet is on that infected device.
The private key is being accessed and used right there on that compromised online machine. It's directly exposed.
You also mentioned phishing scams targeting the seed phrase itself.
Huge problem. This is where they target the human, not just the tech.
How?
Scammers build fake websites. They look exactly like the login page for your wallet or a popular DeFi site.
Yeah.
They send you a link, email, social media, maybe even a fake Google ad. You click it, looks legit. Then it asks you to reconnect or verify your wallet by entering your seed phrase.
The magic words.
The magic words they want. And let me be crystal clear. No legitimate service will ever ask you to type your seed phrase into a website or a form like that. Ever.
Only during initial setup or recovery directly in the official app.
Exactly. If you fall for it, type those words into the fake site. You've just handed over the keys to the kingdom. They'll drain your wallet in minutes.
Scary stuff. And the sources mentioned something about relying on third-party infrastructure, even with self-custody hot wallets.
Right. So even though with a non-custodial hot wallet you hold the keys, you're still relying on the software being secure. You trust the developers didn't make mistakes or build in backdoors.
And the servers it connects to.
Potentially, yeah. The nodes it talks to, the infrastructure. Less common targets than your own device, but still part of the online attack surface. The bigger point is, anything touching the internet is a potential way in.
Which is different from exchange wallets where they hold the keys entirely.
Totally different. On an exchange, you have counterparty risk. You're trusting them completely. We've seen massive exchange hacks where user funds vanished. Sometimes users got some back, sometimes not.
So self-custody hot wallets are better than exchanges in terms of control.
Definitely. You hold the keys.
But still vulnerable because the keys are used on an online device.
Precisely. Malware, stealing keys, swapping addresses, phishing. Those are the big risks for hot wallets.
Okay, so the expert consensus seems pretty clear. Hot wallets are great for convenience, for active use,
Fantastic for that.
but just not suitable for storing large amounts or for the long haul. because of those online risks.
Exactly. One expert used a great analogy. Treat your hot wallet like your physical wallet or purse.
Don't carry your life savings in it.
Right. Keep only what you need for immediate use, what you'd be, well, uncomfortable, but not devastated to lose if it got pickpocketed. Small amounts, daily spending, active trading, trying out dApps.
But for the serious money, the long-term investment.
You need something else. You need to reduce that attack surface dramatically.
Which leads us neatly to cold wallets, the offline solution.
The gold standard for security, according to pretty much all the sources.
So how do they work? How do they achieve that higher security?
The core principle is isolation. Cold wallets are designed to keep your private key completely offline, separated from the internet, especially at the moment it's needed to sign a transaction.
So it's immune to online threats.
Virtually immune to the common online stuff, yeah. Remote hacking, malware on your main computer, phishing scams, trying to grab keys digitally. If the key is never online, those attacks just can't reach it.
The keys are kept in a secure offline place.
Exactly. Isolated, giving you full control in a much safer environment. That's why they are the universal recommendation for securing serious amounts of crypto, especially if you're holding for the long term or hodling.
And the main type of cold wallet people talk about now is the hardware wallet.
By far the most popular and practical choice today, yes.
What are they, like little gadgets?
Pretty much. They're dedicated physical devices, often look like a USB stick, maybe a tiny calculator or remote control.
Okay.
But inside, they have specialized secure chips and hardware, purpose-built just for one job: generating, storing, and managing your private keys completely offline.
So the key lives inside this little device.
Yes, in a secure, isolated environment on the device itself.
But wait, if the key is offline, how do you actually make a transaction? You still need to connect to the internet somehow to send crypto, right?
That's the clever part. This is where the magic happens.
Okay, walk me through it. This sounds interesting.
Right. So, you want to send some Bitcoin, let's say. You connect your hardware wallet, usually via USB, to your computer or phone, which is online.
Okay, so the device connects to the online machine.
Yes. Then you use some software on your computer, maybe the manufacturer's own app, or a compatible wallet interface like MetaMask that can talk to the hardware wallet.
Right.
In that online software, you set up the transaction details, who you're sending to, how much, the fee. But this is just the unsigned transaction data.
Just the instructions.
Exactly. Those instructions, that unsigned data, get sent from your computer to the connected hardware wallet device.
Okay.
Now, inside the hardware wallet, on its secure chip where your private key lives safely offline, the device takes that unsigned data and uses the private key to perform the cryptographic signing operation.
So the signing happens on the offline device, using the key that never leaves it.
Precisely. The private key stays locked securely inside. It interacts with the transaction data only within that isolated hardware environment.
And then what?
Then the hardware wallet sends something back to your computer. But it's not the private key. It sends back the signed transaction data.
Which proves the transaction is authorized.
Exactly. It's cryptographic proof that the owner of the private key approved this specific transaction. Your online software on the computer takes the signed data and broadcasts it to the Bitcoin network.
And the network can check the signature is valid using my public key.
Correct. They verify the signature without ever needing to see or know your private key.
That is clever. So even if my main computer is, like, totally infected with malware,
Riddled with it. Keyloggers, screen scrapers, everything.
that malware still can't steal my private key?
Nope, because the key never touches the infected computer. It stays protected on the hardware wallet's secure element. That's the core security benefit.
The hardware wallet acts like a secure, isolated little computer just for keys and signing.
That's a perfect way to describe it. And the communication channel, like the USB cable, is designed only to pass transaction data back and forth, not the key itself.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about that clipboard malware you mentioned? Couldn't malware on my computer change the address before the data gets sent to the hardware wallet?
Excellent question. That's where another key feature comes in. Most good hardware wallets have a small built-in screen and physical buttons.
Right, I've seen those.
That screen and those buttons are critical. They provide a trusted display.
How's that help?
When you initiate the transaction on your computer, the details, recipient, address, amount aren't just used by the computer software. They're also sent to the hardware wallet and shown on its little screen.
Okay.
And crucially, before the hardware wallet actually signs anything, it requires you to physically look at its screen, verify the address and amount displayed there, and then press a button on the device itself to confirm.
Ah, so I check the details on a hardware wallet's own screen, not just my computer screen.
Exactly. Your computer screen could be lying to you because of malware. It might show you the correct address while secretly sending the scammer's address in the background.
But the hardware wallet screen is isolated.
Right. It's trusted. So you check the address on the hardware wallet's display. If it doesn't match the address you intended, you know something's wrong. Probably malware interference.
And you just don't press the button.
You just cancel the transaction right there on the device. No signature happens. No funds are sent. That physical offline verification step is a huge security layer against sophisticated attacks.
That makes so much sense now. The trusted display is key. Okay, what about setting one up? Is it a hassle compared to just downloading an app?
It takes a few more steps, definitely,
Right.
as you'd expect for something security-focused, but they're designed to guide you.
What's the typical process, say, for something like a Trezor or Ledger?
Well, first, check the packaging. Make sure it hasn't been tampered with. Seal's intact, looks new. You want to be sure no one intercepted it.
Good point. Physical security first.
Then you connect it, usually USB. Install the official software from the manufacturer's site. Be careful here. Only the official site.
Verify it's genuine.
Right. The software often helps verify the device's authenticity, too. Then you'll likely choose create a new wallet.
And this is where the seed phrase comes in.
Yes. The hardware wallet itself, using its secure internal process, will generate your recovery seed phrase, those 12 or 24 words.
And it shows them. Where?
Only on hardware wallet's own trusted screen, not on your computer screen.
Critical difference.
Absolutely critical. And this is the point the sources hammer home relentlessly. You must write these words down by hand, on paper, like the recovery cards they provide.
No digital copies.
Absolutely no digital copies. Don't take a photo. Don't type it into a notes app, a document, an email, cloud storage, not even a password manager. Physical, offline storage only.
That message is loud and clear from everything we looked at. Physical only for the seed.
Cannot stress it enough. A digital copy anywhere is just asking for trouble. It defeats the whole purpose of the offline security. We'll talk more about how to store that physical copy securely later.
Okay, so write it down carefully.
Carefully, accurately, in the right order. Then the device will usually test you. Ask you to re-enter a few words or confirm the sequence to make sure you recorded it correctly.
Makes sense. Check before you proceed.
Right. Only after you confirm you've got the backup right does it finish setting up. Then you'll set a PIN code for the device itself.
What's the PIN for?
That protects the physical device. Every time you plug it in, you need to enter the PIN to unlock it before you can use it to sign anything.
So if someone steals the device,
They can't use it without the PIN. Choose a strong PIN, obviously, not 1234.
but what if I forget the PIN?
You can reset the device, but then you'll need your seed phrase to restore access to your funds.
The seed phrase is the ultimate backup again.
Always. But here's the scary part. Lose the device and lose your physical seed phrase backup.
Then the crypto is gone.
Gone forever. No recovery possible. That seed phrase is truly everything.
Wow. Okay, so PIN set, seed backed up offline and verified, then I can use it.
Yep. To receive crypto, you use the software interface on your computer to get a receiving address. But crucially, you should always confirm that address matches on the hardware wallet screen, too.
Another check against malware showing a fake address.
Exactly. And to send, you set it up in the software, but then you carefully review all the details, recipient amount, fee on the hardware wallet screen before you physically press the button to approve.
That whole process.
Yeah.
Connect device, enter PIN, confirm on screen. It's definitely slower than just clicking send in a hot wallet app.
It is more friction, less convenient.
But that's the price for the security.
That's the trade-off, precisely. That slight inconvenience buys you massive protection against online threats.
And these hardware wallets, they can do more than just send and receive, right? The sources mentioned using them with things like MetaMask.
Yes, many can integrate with software interfaces. You can connect your hardware wallet to MetaMask, for example, and use it to interact with DeFi protocols, NFT marketplaces, all sorts of dApps.
But the key stays safe.
Still safe. Even when using those online interfaces, the transaction data gets sent to the hardware wallet for the final check and the actual signing. The private key never leaves the secure device.
So you get the functionality, the ability to engage with the crypto world,
Using familiar tools like MetaMask.
but with the core security of the private key remaining offline on the hardware.
Exactly. It really offers a great balance for people who want high security but also need to do more than just hold assets passively.
That does sound like a very compelling solution. What are some of the popular brands mentioned?
Ledger is a big one, devices like the Nano S Plus, Nano X. Trezor is another major player, Model 1, Model T, the newer Safe 3. Bitbox 02 gets good mentions, KeepKey too.
And they vary in price.
Yeah, features, screen size, supported coins differ. You can get basic models for maybe $50, $60, up to $200 or more for fancier ones with Bluetooth or more memory.
Which brings up a downside compared to hot wallets. The cost. They're not free.
True. You have to buy the physical device. That can be a barrier for some people, but honestly, if you're holding any significant amount of crypto, most experts say it's a worthwhile, necessary investment.
And the other downside is the convenience factor we talked about.
Right. Less convenient for frequent small transactions. You need the device with you, need to plug it in, PIN, confirm. It's a process.
And physical risks,
Yeah.
like losing it or breaking it.
Yep. It's a physical object. It can be lost, stolen, damaged by water, dropped, destroyed in a fire.
But the seed phrase mitigates that.
Completely mitigates the loss of funds if you have securely backed up your seed phrase offline. Device gone, no problem. Buy a new one, restore with the seed, funds are safe.
Okay, so hardware wallets. Much higher security, great for large amounts, long-term holds, less convenient, cost money, physical risks, but seed phrase is the backup. What about that other cold storage method mentioned, paper wallets? Are those still relevant?
Paper wallets. You don't hear about them as much now, but they were quite popular early on, especially for Bitcoin.
Before hardware wallets were common.
Exactly. The idea was super simple. Generate a public address and its private key, then print them out, usually as QR codes on paper.
And since it's paper, it's offline.
Theoretically, yeah, completely offline, so immune to online hacking. Some people even etched keys onto metal plates for durability.
Sounds pretty secure, just paper offline. Why aren't they recommended anymore?
Well, the principle is sound offline keys are good, but the practice had major flaws highlighted in the sources. The biggest problem was generating the keys securely in the first place.
How so?
Users often used websites or downloaded little programs to generate the key pair, but how could you be sure that website or program wasn't malicious?
It could be recording the key.
Exactly. It could generate the key, show it to you to print, but also secretly send a copy back to the scammer running the site. Many people use compromised generators without knowing.
So the key was leaked online right at creation, making the offline paper storage pointless.
Precisely. The generation process was the weak link. Hardware wallets solve this by generating the key securely inside the isolated device itself. You don't have to trust external software for that critical step.
Okay, that's a major flaw. Anything else?
Just the physical nature of paper. It's fragile. Fire, water, ink fading, tearing, accidentally throwing it away.
Easily damaged or lost.
Very easily. And unlike a hardware wallet with a PIN, if someone finds your paper wallet, they have immediate access to the private key. No protection.
Right. Makes sense. So paper wallets are kind of historical artifacts now,
Yeah.
superseded by hardware wallets.
Largely, yes, due to those insecure generation risks and fragility. For practical, secure self-custody today, the main choice is really between hot wallets and hardware cold wallets.
Or using both together.
Or, most practically, using both together. Hardware wallets just execute the offline storage concept much more securely and reliably.
Okay, let's quickly summarize the main differences based on the source comparisons.
Sure. Storage. Hot is online, cold is offline. Security risk. Hot is vulnerable to online threats. Malware, phishing. Cold, hardware, is highly resistant to online threats. Main risks are physical loss or bad seed handling. Ease of use. Hot is very easy, cold is less convenient, needs the device. Cost. Hot, usually free, cold hardware costs money, $5,200 plus. Best use. Hot for active use, small amounts. Cold for long-term, large amounts. Setup. Hot is quick, cold takes a bit longer, involves physical steps, seed backup.
It really paints a clear picture of that convenience versus security trade-off.
Absolutely.
And one expert summed it up nicely, like a checking account versus a safe deposit box.
That's a great analogy. Hot wallet is your checking account, easy access for daily spending, but not where you keep your life savings. Cold hardware wallet is the vault, the safety deposit box, harder to get to, but secure for your valuables.
Which logically leads to the recommended strategy we keep hearing about, using both. The hybrid approach.
Yes, that's the consensus best practice from the experts. It just makes sense.
How's it work?
Simple, really. Use a hot wallet mobile app, browser extension for a small amount of crypto you need easy access to. For trading, quick payments, deed app interactions, you're spending money.
Like petty cash.
Exactly. Then, the bulk of your holdings, your serious investments, your long-term stash, you transfer that to a hardware cold wallet and store it securely offline.
So you get the best of both worlds.
Pretty much. Convenience when you need it from the hot wallet, but the robust security of cold storage protecting the majority of your wealth from online threats.
That seems like a really sensible approach for anyone holding more than just a tiny bit of crypto.
Agreed. It balances risk and usability effectively.
Now, beyond just picking the wallet type, there are these other security fundamentals that apply no matter what.
Yeah.
And securing the seed phrase, we need to hammer that home again.
Paramount. Absolutely paramount. We've said it, but it bears repeating with maximum emphasis because this is where people make catastrophic, irreversible errors.
Those 12 or 24 words, the master key.
Must never be stored digitally. Period. End of story?
No screenshots.
No screenshots, no text files, no Word docs, no spreadsheets.
Not even in my password manager.
Not the seed phrase itself, no.
Got it.
Especially not ones that sync to the cloud. No Google Drive, Dropbox, iCloud, Evernote. No emailing it to yourself for safekeeping.
Just physical copy, created offline, stored offline.
Only physical. The risk of storing it digitally is just too high.
Why is a digital copy so bad? Even if it's like in an encrypted file.
Because anything digital, anything that touches the internet or lives on a connected device is a potential target. Malware is designed to hunt for things that look like seed phrases and files.
Ah, it can scan your computer.
Absolutely. Cloud accounts get breached. Emails get hacked. Even password managers, while great for website logins, have suffered major data breaches.
So if an attacker gets into my computer or my cloud account,
And you've stored your seed phrase there digitally, game over. They find it, they import it, your crypto vanishes instantly.
But a physical copy.
The internet cannot hack a piece of paper or a metal plate locked in your safe. It's immune to those online attack vectors.
okay, physical only. No excuses. How should people store that physical copy securely?
Needs to be safe from both theft and damage. Just writing it on notebook paper and tossing it in a drawer. Better than digital, but still risky.
Use better paper.
Archival quality, acid-free paper helps durability. But for real peace of mind, especially against fire or floods, the sources strongly suggest metal.
Metal plates, like engraving it.
Exactly. You can buy kits to stamp or engrave your seed phrase onto stainless steel or titanium plates. Much more resistant to fire and water than paper.
That sounds serious. Serious cold storage.
It is. But if you're protecting significant value, it's worth considering. Then, where to store it? Treat it like gold bars.
A safe.
A good quality fireproof and waterproof home safe is a solid option. Or a bank safe deposit box, though that has its own trade-offs regarding access.
Relying on the bank.
Right. Some experts even suggest making multiple physical copies, say 2 metal plates, and storing them in different secure locations, geographically separated.
Protects against a single disaster hitting one location.
Exactly. Redundancy. The core idea is offline, protected from damage, protected from theft.
Okay, seed phrase handled. Generated offline, written physically, stored securely offline, maybe metal, maybe multiple locations, comprehensive. Now, you mentioned something else earlier, the passphrase, the 25th word.
Ah, yes, the passphrase. This is an advanced feature, adds another layer, available on most good hardware wallets.
What is it?
It's an optional extra word or phrase, could be anything, a single word, a sentence, random characters that you choose, and add on top of your standard 12 or 24 word seed.
How does it work?
When you set up or restore a wallet, after you enter your normal seed phrase, the software might prompt you for an optional passphrase. If you enter one, it combines with the seed to create a completely different wallet.
Wait, so the same 24 words?
Right. The same 24 words entered alone will access wallet A,
Okay.
but those same 24 words plus your secret passphrase, say pizza time 123, will access a totally separate wallet B with different addresses and funds.
Whoa. So you can have hidden wallets.
Exactly. That's the main benefit. Plausible deniability and hidden accounts, all derived from the same seed, but only accessible if you know the specific passphrase used for that account.
How does that help security?
Imagine a worst-case scenario. Someone physically threatens you, forces you to hand over your hardware wallet and your 24-word seed phrase.
Yeah, nightmare scenario.
Right. They could potentially access the main wallet derived from just the seed, but if your main funds are in a passphrase-protected wallet, they still can't get to those funds unless you also give them the correct passphrase.
So you can maybe give them access to a smaller decoy wallet.
Precisely. You could reveal the standard wallet with a small amount, and they might think that's everything. It adds a powerful layer against coercion or targeted physical attacks.
That is a serious security boost.
Hmm.
But it's another secret to manage. Could I store that passphrase digitally? Maybe in my password manager, since it's useless without the main seed anyway.
That's a nuanced point, and the sources generally suggest, yes, storing just the passphrase digitally, like in a secure password manager, is considered relatively safe as long as your physical seed phrase is absolutely secure offline.
Because the passphrase alone does nothing.
Right. It needs the seed to work. So a digital copy of only the passphrase isn't as catastrophic as a digital seed. However,
Catch one.
big one. If you forget that passphrase, if you lose access to where you stored it, you permanently lose access to all funds in that passphrase protected wallet, even if you have the seed phrase.
Ouch. So adds security, but also adds complexity and a new way to lose everything if you mess up.
Exactly. It's a powerful tool, but use it with caution. Understand the risk of forgetting it. Don't make it overly complex. And definitely don't store the seed and the passphrase together, especially not digitally. Keep them separate.
Got it. Seed, physical, secure, offline. Passphrase managed carefully, maybe digitally, but kept separate. And never forget it.
Correct. And beyond keys and seeds, don't forget basic digital hygiene, strong, unique passwords for wallet software or exchange accounts.
Two-factor authentication.
Enable 2FA everywhere. And use authenticator apps like Google Authenticator or Authy, or even better, a hardware key like a YubiKey.
Not SMS.
Avoid SMS 2FA if possible. It's vulnerable to SIM swapping attacks, where hackers trick your phone company into giving them control of your number. Then they get your codes.
Right, good point. Okay, wallets secured, keys managed. But the sources spent a lot of time on scams too. Because even with a Fort Knox wallet,
You can still be tricked, absolutely. Technology protects against tech attacks, but
Yeah.
social engineering, that targets you, the human.
and scams are everywhere in crypto.
Rampant. Phishing, like we discussed. Fake websites that look identical to the real thing. Wallets, exchanges, DEET apps.
Promoted via fake ads, emails.
Right. Always aiming to get you to enter your seed phrase, private key, or login details on their fake site. Just remember, if someone asks for your seed phrase online, it's a scam. 99.9% of the time.
What about fake wallet apps?
Another huge threat, especially on mobile or through dodgy download links. Scammers create malicious apps that look just like popular wallets.
Pixel-perfect copies.
Sometimes you download the fake, create a new wallet, the seed phrase it gives you, it's sent straight to the scammer. Any funds you send there are gone.
So how do you avoid that?
Only download wallet software directly from the official website of the provider. Triple check the URL. Be super wary of sponsored links in search results or links from random sources. Check developer names, reviews, but even those can be fake sometimes.
Extreme caution needed.
And just general malware on your computer or phone.
Still a risk. All the usual advice applies. Don't click weird links. Don't download strange attachments. Use good antivirus. Because of keyloggers, clipboard hijackers.
Exactly. Those are specifically designed to steal crypto. This is why using a dedicated, clean device just for crypto is sometimes recommended, or at least being extremely careful on the device you use.
Even with a hardware wallet.
Even then, while the hardware wallet protects the key itself from malware on the computer, that malware could still try to swap the recipient address before you send the transaction to the hardware wallet.
Which is why you must check the address on the hardware wallet's trusted screen before confirming.
Precisely. That step defeats the address swapping malware.
It's really striking how the sources emphasize this. The actual core crypto networks, the blockchains themselves, they're incredibly hard to hack directly to steal funds without the key.
Almost impossible with current tech, yeah. The cryptography is solid.
So nearly all crypto theft happens. Where?
At the user level, compromising exchange accounts, compromising user wallets, especially hot wallets, or just tricking the user through scams.
It's not the blockchain breaking, it's the user's security practices or them falling for a scam.
Overwhelmingly, yes. Which just highlights, again, why your security practices, your wallet management, your vigilance, it's not optional, it's essential. You are your own bank and you are your own security guard.
And simple mistakes, like sending to the wrong address.
Oh, yeah. That irreversibility bites hard there.
Yeah.
No take-backsies, no undo. Send Bitcoin to an Ethereum address by mistake. Gone. Sent to the wrong person. Gone.
Check, double-checked, triple-check addresses.
Every single time, send a tiny test amount first for large transfers or new addresses, just to be sure.
And don't rush things. Avoid that FOMO.
Absolutely. Fear of missing out or panic selling. That's when mistakes happen. Rushing leads to clicking bad links, sending to wrong addresses, falling for too good to be true scams. Patience and care are vital. Your secure wallet can't save you from a rushed bad decision.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. What wallets are, keys, the crucial seed phrase, hot versus cold, the hybrid strategy, storing the seed physically, passphrases, scams, basic errors. It's a big mental shift from traditional banking.
It really is. It requires learning, diligence, and taking personal responsibility in a way most people aren't used to with their money. But the potential rewards, as 2023 showed, are why people are willing to engage with it. You just have to do it safely.
Right. Let's quickly recap the absolute core takeaways then. Hot wallets. Convenient for active use, smaller amounts, but higher online risk.
Cold wallets, especially hardware. Maximum security for larger amounts, long-term holds, but less convenient and cost money.
The hybrid approach using both is widely recommended. Hot for spending, cold for saving.
And above all, that seed phrase, your master key. Protect it like your life depends on it. Physical storage only, offline, secure, no digital copies, ever.
And remember, even the best wallet can't stop you from being tricked or making a mistake. Vigilance against scams, careful checking of transactions, avoiding impulsive actions, those are on you.
Exactly. The tech is a tool. You are the operator, and the first and last line of defense. It's a layered system, and you're the core.
So, for you listening, as you think about your own crypto journey, maybe moving assets off an exchange, maybe improving your security, consider everything we've talked about. The layers, protecting that seed phrase physically, the irreversibility, the constant threat of scams, the fact that you are responsible.
Really think about it.
What does being your own bank truly mean for you personally? Does that level of responsibility feel empowering? A bit scary. How prepared do you actually feel to take that on fully with the discipline it requires?
It's different from just trusting a traditional bank. It demands ongoing learning and care.
Reflect on your current setup. Is your seed phrase genuinely secure? Are large amounts sitting exposed in a hot wallet? Could you spot a sophisticated phishing email?
Asking those questions is the first step to bridging that gap between crypto's potential and the very real risk of losing everything.
Definitely something important to mull over as you navigate this space. We'll be back soon with another deep dive.